Hi, everybody. Rachel Teedy here with your evening update on this June 29th. And the biggest story that we've been following today, having live team coverage all day long, is the search for Jaliek Rainwalker. Many of you might remember this story, a story that's almost 15 years old now. We were the first to report at noon today that police were tracking a lead to a baseball field off of Thompson Street in Troy. They've since wrapped up this search for the day, and we'll let you know if they give us an update. But Jaliek Rainwalker was just 12 years old when he went missing in 2007 from Greenwich. He was considered a missing person until police considered his case a likely homicide in 2010. On the night of his disappearance, police say he was with his adoptive father, and even today, police consider him a suspect, but he's never been arrested. He now lives in Vermont. We've been tracking their investigation on his disappearance for years, as there's been various searches throughout the capital region and Hudson Valley region as well. And today, our Stella Porter spoke with his grandmother, and she had this to say.
I smile just hearing his name because, I do have wonderful memories. And he did have a very, very difficult life, but he was very kind and very sweet. And that's the memories that I have of him.
Well, I'd like to bring in Stella Porter now, who was out covering this story all day today. And Stella, talk to us a little bit about what it was like talking to his grandmother.
Yeah, well, Rachel, that was his maternal adoptive grandmother that you saw in that clip, just speaking about what today's search meant for her in remembering Jaliek and helping to bring her family some closure. She said she's just so grateful to all the law enforcement that took nearly half a day out there in the woods searching for credible leads related to Jaliek's disappearance. She says she still has memories of him being her height, giving her big bear hugs, and that with each renewed effort to find him, it just feels like closer to justice. So she says she's very grateful to everyone that was out there, but it is a roller coaster of emotions as you see, those K9 teams out there trying to track down those leads. She just feels as though, with every new attention placed on this case, we get closer to justice, which she says she knows will come one day. She just wonders and waits on this roller coaster of emotions to find out when that day will be.
Absolutely. And I just can't even imagine what it must be like to go through this year after year after year and then all of a sudden see another search. Was she, I guess, what did she say to there all of a sudden being this other search?
Well, she said that she got the call from police this morning, just tipping her off that this was going to be happening. And she says whenever this happens, it really just brings her, a lot of emotions, because there is the sadness of knowing that, in her words, likely all that they may find would be remains. But at the same time, she says finding something and that possibility that they could be finding something really is a good feeling for her and makes her feel like one day she will see closure and that her family will be brought some peace by police and all their efforts.
Absolutely. Well, Stella Porter, thank you for joining us to give us this update. And of course, tonight you will see more of her coverage. We're also going to be having team coverage with Taniqua Penix covering this tonight on News Channel 13 live at 9 and 11. Finally, I want to bring in a Reid Kisselback, who is, of course, tracking the weather across the region. And Reid, we saw some storms today.
Yeah, Rachel, we had a few showers that started to pop up ahead of a very weak front that was coming through within the last hour, really, for us here. And so a couple of us even had some hail across parts of the region. Outside right now, CDPHP First Morning came in Amsterdam. You can see a little bit of that cloud cover pushing further off into the east for us as we're starting to clear out. Temperatures going to drop down through the 70s at this point. First Morning live Doppler radar, still some showers remaining, mainly, though, north of Albany. So areas like Washington County, really parts of eastern Warren County and parts of eastern Saratoga County is all that's left in regards of dealing with this rain for the moment. This is clearing out. We haven't had any strikes of lightning from this latest round of showers. That's good news for us there. A couple of these did produce lightning earlier on. And this sets the stage for tomorrow. It's going to be, it's going to fluctuate a little bit in regards to humidity, but temperature-wise, it's going to be a pleasant day. We start out with temperatures again in the upper 50s. As we get towards noontime, towards the mid to upper 70s, highs for the day reaching to low 80s for us. And this is what I mean by the fluctuation. In regards to dew points, which is really how comfort is going to be outside for us, we're going to fluctuate in between the low to upper 50s. So at points, it'll feel good. At other points, it's going to feel a little bit more sticky out there. So be prepared if you maybe are someone who works outside, having a little bit some extra water with you, and just be prepared to take an extra break if needed. In regards to that too, our cycling forecast looking good. We have no obstacles in the way for the day tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine expected. It's going to be more so what we're watching now is heading towards the weekend. We have some warmer air in place on Friday. Saturday, rain showers coming through and cooling us down. The holiday weekend looking okay at the moment. We'll see another round of scattered showers as we get towards Tuesday. So tonight, evening shower, possibly some thunder. And then we're drying out overnight with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, 83, mostly sunny, warm, low humidity overall through the course of the day. But the 7-day planner, like we said, up to 91 on Friday again, down into the low 80s on Saturday as those scattered showers and thunderstorms come on through. The rest of the holiday weekend looks okay. We do have a 10% chance for a shower on Monday, but overall right now it looks promising. Everybody is looking dry, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that as we head closer to the holiday weekend, Rachel.
All right. And as Saturday has gotten closer, obviously things change and shape up a little bit better as we get closer to the days that have storms potentially. It's been, I was joking about this with Roger yesterday. We went from 30% chance of rain on Saturday several days ago to 50% chance yesterday, now to 60% chance. It just slowly keeps creeping up.
Yep. Slowly works its way on up. And then, of course, too, if it changes track at all, that's going to drop the percentage or up the percentage even more so as we get closer to Saturday. So we'll keep an eye on that, too.
That's why it's so important for people to keep checking back every day, because just because you say it's 60% chance today doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a frustrating part of the forecasting game, but it's a challenge that we like to take.
Absolutely. Any so 4th of July weekend looking good. Any exciting plans for you?
I will be here all weekend, so bringing all the joy to you guys.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate it. Well, I worked last year, so I'm free this year.
Oh, very nice. And the plans are?
Well, it's funny. It's my first 4th of July off in 5 years. So that's very exciting. And I'm going to go home to Minnesota and see some family and friends that I haven't seen in a really long time. So it'll be a good time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, thank you, Reid, very much. Appreciate you. And we'll check up with him at 9 and 11. But you've been watching 13 News Now, our evening update here with myself, Rachel Teedy. Stella Porter joined us. She's been covering the search for Jaliek Rainwalker all day long, part of our team coverage with her and Mark Mulholland, who was the first to report this story today on our noon show. We also heard from Tessa Bentulin, who is covering this story, and Taniqua Penix will also be covering this story tonight on News Channel 13, 9, and 11. So comprehensive live team coverage for you on this really important story that many of you in the capital region might remember happening almost 15 years ago. So for now, I'll sign off, but I will see you all at 9 and 11 tonight.